call me fuego. 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. It's okay though, she know way home. Better life on the day.
All right, it's one of the most important games of these teams' entire careers in their PUBG esports lives. It's time to go to Miramar to round it out. Match 16, one team goes on to the grand final. Let's go, Sims and Pansy.
This is the ultimate winner chicken dinner, right? Like, this is it. You have 16 incredibly capable teams in this lobby. Some who've had repeat almost success, almost across the finish line. But again, second place ain't good enough. And that is going to haunt some of these teams, I'm sure. Ents have been elevating. I can't say enough. Virtus Pro, Meta have been out there. Liquid have actually started to push a little bit harder now, but there's only one. Only one can go through, Rich.
There is 6 teams within this lobby in particular that have been here since the very, very start. Meta, DA, Petrocoro, VP, Navi, 36. Yeah. This will be their 16th chance. Holy hell, it sounds bad to even say that. Oh, to be able to try and qualify themselves for the opportunity. It's not guaranteed, but an opportunity at a multi-million-dollar 2 days. Like, that's it now. K7, what have you got in the bank? To see a team, now you enter the fray here. To see a team just enter this and potentially win it, you know, like, it would be formidable.
Every chance, why not?
And Chinese Taipei would qualify one team. For GEX, unfortunately, they didn't qualify. They were the first team to leave this entire competition. Damwon Kia, unrelenting. Detonation Gaming, White still being chased down, being hunted by the Koreans. The final player is left standing in the vehicle, and the just stay. Ooh, okay, under. Somehow managing to stay alive. Malofo probably just a reach too far. That vehicle is battered. It's bruised. And it's Jeemzz to put the nail in the coffin. We lose our first team in 16th place.
Down one. Going towards Liquid right now? They're pulling up on this. Okay, Ibby's found under, but they need to commit if they want more of this. Indigo's on the way. He's got himself the shack to at least maybe lob some nades from. But Ibby too aware of that. Going to put one right through the window, at least towards the doorway. Here's the rest of down one. Can they get anything done? No, because look at Kill Demo. He's got vision too. Oh, say goodnight, down one Kia. Out in 15th. Liquid maintain, as do Furia.
This is such a strong hold they have on this roadside. 2 holding it in the middle and 2 up inside the apartment blocks. They have tons of vision. They can read this. They can orchestrate everybody around them. Ibby and Clib just have to hold point while the rest of them, excuse me, Jeemzz and Clib, have to hold point. Well, the other 2 just sit happy, defended. Savior up on top. Wookie Bookie trying to deal with them. Xenan spotted as well. They understand K7's approach and where they are. They're the ones holding them. They're the gatekeepers now. We move over to Na'Vi. Going toe-to-toe with Meta Gaming. Another team has left us just like that. We lose 3 in under a minute. The breach is real as Na'Vi push through the compound and wipe out Meta.
And that's Meta gone. Another team that was potentially a conversation towards late game, who'd been pushing pretty hard throughout this, a couple of moments getting towards those late games, almost converting, but it not being quite there. And this game, the chance gets denied. A good attempt from Meta, but that's their tournament done now. And we look towards the rest. They get to stabilize, but I'm still seeing Ents looking for a home. Quietly building in the southeast, and I think Jeemzz isn't far away. He's in the next compound up. Now, if they lose a player here, if they get cost a player, it could be pretty problematic for Ents, but no, it looks like Jeemzz goes, right, I can't hold this anymore. Time for me to join with the rest of the boys, and we have update on Circle in 5 seconds. Eyes peeled, boys and girls. This is the one that could really crunch it. Should go south, you'll imagine, away from the rocks, and it does. VP, Liquid, DA, Furia, E36. Still primed. Does Liquid maintain this 2-2? Do they try and maybe solidify towards the 2 in the middle, or fancy this position as being good, as being helpful? But what do the teams on the outskirts do? This might be time to just send it and pray. There is room, but it is... oh, it is dangerous out there.
The only downfall, which, oh, should I pause on this? Yeah, stuff it. Petrichor Road's pulling up. onto Fury. Okay, nade misses. That's fine for now, but they only get so many at that. Once that's done, the information's given up. Necro, hot off the heels. 1-2, thank you. Petrichor Road melted on the approach. 2 left standing within the door. There is Mamu answering back. But if they can push out from this, the denial was real. So they've done so much damage towards the side of Petrichor Road. Long is going for the deeper angle. Same pull-up now, this time with a different team. AAA, Ents on the backlines. Ira out on transfer. Oh, no. TSM, they've actually hit the fences. But I tell you what, thankfully, VP was not looking outside this window. Otherwise, they would have been battered. Now the breach is real. And VP, they're sharing this compound.
Yeah, I don't think they want to, but they might just have to. TSM on the low ground, VP up towards the top, and Wookie Bookie tasked with trying to keep control of the doorway. Do not let them up here, VP, because they are hungry, these TSM boys. Now, you are seeing Ents taking a fair bit of flack from AAA as well. Rustamar's just got knocked. I don't see a flush yet, but that could be on the cards. Here we go, back into this fight. Similar scenario, as said. This is a horrible situation. Fury are making a mad dash for it, being pushed out by TSG, and Rusty Zera on the run. Barely is this vehicle functioning, and they're gone. 13th for Furia. That'll be secured by Ibi. Now, Tixu did just find one towards Svit. That would be Ents maintaining position in this compound, as there is just Yanku alive. Now, did Ents get a flush on them? I don't think they did. No, they did. Okay, they are down to 3. So Yanku can maybe do some more damage, but Tixu's on the case trying to work further forward. And now on that corner, Yanku trying to make that final stand. Falls away, nade to hand. Tries to do something. And Underhand could do some work on this, though. Doesn't quite find it in time. Buys a moment to hit that reload, but they're going to push further forward. They want in. They get the 1-for-1 trade, and it's more than enough with the numbers they maintain. But this has not concluded the entire scenario. You still have VP and TSM way closer by than they'd like. Split between the compounds, it looks like. So maybe a readjust for VP here.
And while Ends do survive that engagement, whether they not survive the next one could be the question. RV, Senya is deep on the roadside, keeping track of them with an SLR. TSG also came for a quick wander over. They've gone for the 3-1 split. Volibear will hold a priority compound, which stops Ents' approach down towards the eastern side. If they go forward direct to the north, they're in trouble. DA and TSG will see them. So for Ents, this is an absolutely abysmal place right now. They are clutching at straws to try and keep this alive. If this circle is unfavorable to them, which it is, it pulls away, they now have a very barren landscape to try and get through. VP TSM. Nobody wants to get involved within that fight whatsoever. They are going to be just bunkering down into the latter stages of this game. Liquid is forced to move. And when I say move, the 2 players from Picado. The benefit of doing that, there's no one in Picado to hold them down. They can wait until the very final moments, bring the vehicles across, and then they're safe. But eventually, Petrichor Road has to move into that position. Can Liquid keep this clean? That's the question. If they can batter back Petrichor Road without losing anybody, they have a damn good chance at this competition.
Well, now's the time, right? They have to think of a plan in mind to be able to deal with Petrichor Road. Now, if they're late to it, they could get overrun. I'm seeing Petrichor Road get towards vehicles. I'm also seeing Ents in the middle of the field trying to create that smoke wall, and they'll get Triumphant looking their way. DA will be looking their way. You can see all the arrows turning towards his side. Deep breath, boys. This is going to be it. Liquid on the move. Beating Petrichor Road at least to the punch. You can see Long was already leaning towards that hillside, so they can start to maybe supplement the players who are already in this position, but have to mind their heads, because E36, if they crest a little too high, they will see them. Na'Vi on the move up. K7 will get vision towards them. And TSG, Petrichor Road, and Ents continue to try and battle for their way in. Here come the nades. Zanon's going to post that through, but it's going to probably cost him his life. It has. Now is the nade good enough? It's gone right in between the vehicles, but not enough close towards the players. Now here come the kills, though. DA join in towards Na'Vi. Ents begin towards TSG, and Ents need to sweep if they want to work forward. TSG are right in between this, though. It's Petrichor Road on one side, and then... Oh, this is brutal for all these teams. Mamu's found Jeemzz, but he can't probably get the flush at this point, considering the rest of his side are in a bloodied battle. He needs to help his boys here, because Diggory's on the move. He's going to at least get one from Triumph here, but he might die now to the blue. No. Leans forward, kicks in, tries to find the next step, can't get it. Jan's found Tixu. This could be the end of Enter, and the flush on Jeemzz from Mamu. That comes in while this battle rages on. Petrichor Road splitting their attention between the two, but Ents finding their way forward. Jeemzz nade does go down. It was just a little bit of a flash to come out, and he's just on the other side of that smoke. Tixu might have seen him with his last couple of seconds of breath as Diggory turns attention away, but will they keep track of this? Still waiting. There he is. Peekaboo, I see you. Diggory gets him. 8 HP remains, but the next challenger is Petrichor Road.
And Long is waiting for this. Diggory is forced to heal. The Blues here. There is a vehicle there. They might just get in and fully Hail Mary it. At this point, what else can you really do? The smoke wall is being built. Long and Mile will wait with bated breath. Once they run into this valley, it's time to strike. Mamu's taking the fight to Liquid. What in the world are you doing? But for now, we'll stick with this one. First one falls. Ends. One player remains. And finally, they have gone 10th place. They fall. They do not join us in the grand finals. Ibi fires back onto Mamu. And all of a sudden, LG Divine, another team goes.
Oh.
Same for Navi. K7. Savior.
Sick work.
Three of
Liquid
them
on the push,
dead.
though. Hold on. Hold on. Liquid have made a push on this. I don't know if Petrichor Road are aware of it, and now they're in the open. DA's going to turn their attention and roll your mind back. DA has been the gatekeeper for some other European teams in the past, and they might just be again. Petrichor Road now has a fair shot towards Liquid, and Liquid are not in the current circle. Clib and mxey are outside of it, and look at this. Satu's just waiting
Look at the gun.
patiently for the perfect shot, just serpentining away, and that'll be one bullet to the brain that would do it, or even the chest at this point. They hit the deck, they try and get the res. What is Petrichor Road's choice here? If they go back in, are they safe from DA? I don't think they are. I think Petrichor Road are in trouble here. Liquid just need to try and survive for a second or two, because Petrichor Road's options are going to get limited. Yes, DA do have vision. There it is. The tag comes in, reminds them, hey, you got to be careful here. Maybe this will force Petrichor Road into a further committed fight towards Liquid.
Well, they're holding the angle, and rightfully so. It's trying to deny them access to that small cabin because that's the last stand, really, before getting the rest of the team inside the circle. Left and Long can kind of hold this site for now. As you say, you can't step too deep because then you come into focus of Digital Athletics. Savior, by name and by nature. For K7, they're still alive, and it's only by his hands. In the previous fight, vehicle goes flying up in a ball of smoke. Between the fire and the flames, you'll see Clib in the back lines. If he can land one of these shots just to slow down Petrichor, just to force them into the heel, then maybe somehow they can just regroup as a team, regroup as a roster. Meanwhile, E36 in the back lines, the full four-man stack has made it to this position. Nobody
Very
has
strong.
took any shots at them whatsoever. And they have the AWM, and they have level 3 gear.
It's huge. Liquid need to push this. I think they've realized it. They have to make a play on this, and mxey is up for the challenge. mxey's nade is good. Long goes down, and here we go, mxey. You got to get this clean, bud. You can't let him back up here. The flash, though, the counter flash. Perfect. He can't crest in time now. And this buys a moment or two of thought, of consideration for Axeleft. But he knows that he's now surrounded. He's got trouble on his front door. mxey, the start begins. He needs this clean. He gets it. Liquid live to fight another day. Satu, though, sends a shot down range. You can see the spray and pray. But it doesn't come through, and Clib is right below them. They don't know that Clib is still close by, but just a flash and a peel away. Maybe the vehicle's more important to them. What is Liquid's options here? They've fallen off this. mxey gets left on the island, and he's got a vehicle up there. Maybe Liquid go, we can't fight these guys too. We need to get out of here.
Thing is, do they get aggro on this? For E36, if they go looking over that hillside, they'll realize where Liquid is. And then maybe they get involved. Nade, pin, pulled. Position noted towards the vehicle. Does he get the tag, though? He does. Through the windows with the AWM. Pure Boy at his right-hand side. Right-hand side, man. But we do see some defensive fire. Ibi, up and away we go. First one knocked. This is a good push. He knows he needs more. He knows that he needs this hillside in order to work with. That's the level 3 gear. But once again, DA, their position, the ever so slight elevation, Lauren. God, it's such a nuisance for every other roster that's playing off the back of it.
Oh, but look at this. Out of nowhere, Lou suddenly gets vision on this too. Now, VP need to move. They have got TSM in front of them, but Liquid, they've noted maybe that knock has bought them enough time to be able to get out of here, but it's going to be a mad send, a mad dash towards the next ditch that maybe they can make it to, and here we go. Do they get it there in time? Yes, all right. They are in for now, and they're in a really good spot to try and defend this. DA will have noted this, though. DA will be well aware of this position. VP on the move as well, trying to ignore TSM, work around them, smoke in towards them. TSM are going to watch VP walk by if they aren't careful. And now while this happens, E36 are on foot too. They've got the on back in play that is now going to be utilized. That is back and rezzed up. And now the vision will all be put towards this fight going on. You can see Hirozen's nade. Oh, you know, Miraku's not quite there. He's moved away from that.
just trying to deny the window peek so they can maybe run, but everyone's downstairs. The transfer's not there. The response certainly is. Vard onto Lou. Hyruzen, time to step up, just out of the smoke, silhouetting, giving away the position. Hyruzen is committed to the grave. They've lost track of Batulins and Spyro. They've run deeper. Spyro waits patiently. Batulins in the back, looking onwards of this, trying to dictate where they're going to be coming from, but he also has problems of his own.
Yeah, they do. Liquid have made a push towards DA. They've left Clib center and leaving mxey and Ibby to make the play towards DA on the cross of the compound. Batulins is knocked. VP! It's heartbreak for them. They've been so close in the past. And TSM rip away their chances. And now Liquid trying to corner in DA. Oh my word. Smash and Mert still alive. Ibby and mxey on the wide swing now. You gotta be careful. There we go. Peekaboo. I see you. Goodbye, Mert. And now the conversion on towards the flash to the mat. Push from Smash, but to be met by sheer force. And now Marco, your last man alive for DA, but K7 are on the hillside, just behind! And Liquid out of nowhere, 12 kills, 3 still stand. K7 watching this, but E36 and TSM now in a bloodied battle, forcing the fight on each other.
Xavier can see all this one, he's got a knock. E36 is running in towards TSM. The problem is that Xavier has full vision clear. They didn't realize they got this close, within proximity. Ibby trying to do all he can to batter them back. If mxey can put one of them on the backside, it gives breathing room, an opportunity to go and get the resuscitation, which they do. That damage has been so good to hold back Booyahoo for now. TSM still landlocked between what is a building, a smoke, and E36. All 4 players still alive and kicking. They're going deeper against the edge. They won't see them on this angle.
TSM, they mean they wrap behind K7.
Oh, look at that!
mxey!
Over the window!
Absolutely nuts work from mxey. Finds one, now Xavier the last alive. Gonna have to live up to that name if he wants K7 to do this. And he's given it a valiant attempt. But mxey's work was unbelievable. E36 is still alive in the north though. TSM still alive in the north with 2. Team Liquid with 3 towards the south. Vard now watching towards E36. Vard takes down Aminot, but there's Pure Boy, there's Sato. I don't know if that Om is still out and about. I'm not seeing it to hand, but he sees him. The nade comes in, it looks quite good. It's a little too deep, maybe. Bounces past Pure Boy. They stay alive for another second. But the Blues on the back and Liquid are on the move. What? Liquid out of nowhere. Bring the pain. Sato goes down. Ibby's taking the fight on this.
There's nothing else you can do. You might as well get involved with this. You understand the lay of the land. You understand the fight's over here. So why not hit them? Kick them while they're down. That's exactly what's going to happen from multiple angles. Miraku onto Pure Boy. There is a slight response, but not much when you've only got 1 player left standing. All this is going in the favor of Team Liquid. Savior, what's left in the tank? You are a lone snake, but honestly, I think this is a bridge too far. Liquid's just killing everyone on the battlefield.
What on earth is happening? TSM now backs to the blue, 1 smoke in front of them. Once they leave, it's either going to be Ibby or maybe Xavier to see them. It depends who sees who first. A flashbang will hinder them even further. They can't make that run anymore. Miraku and Vard, options have been just ripped away. The spray comes in. Ibby comes alive. 7 kills, now going to be 8 if he gets that flush. Clib by his side. They lock it down. And now a 3v1. Liquid up against Xavier. No greater name could be put towards K7 if they want this. They've kept track of this, and now they watch and they wait. Liquid have been down and out through this tournament. They have been a shadow of their former selves, and they rise from the ashes in the final moments. Liquid make it through.
We did not see Team Liquid in our previous World Championship Grand Finals. But in the final match, in the final hour, they pull it out of the bag. You can see what it means to the players. The joys, the celebrations. Talk about cutting it close, boys. From a second place finish in the previous round to jumping into first. They deserve that win.
For them.
I mean, they never stopped, Lauren. It was fight after fight after fight. Constantly. Even taking the fight to people. That was the way to play it. You knew when everyone was setting up shop. You knew where these final engagements were going to happen. And you know what? They took the initiative and they battered them.